Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you didn't watch the last video, I recorded both of these videos in the time frame that I could without my co-host being here. I am drinking Gloria. I'm ready to drink margarita wine cocktail, the peach kind, in my Mardi Gras glass because Mardi Gras is coming up, y'all. So I just had to have a real conversation with y'all. So I was talking to some people earlier today, and it's concerning family. And I'm a tread lightly because I don't want anybody to feel like I'm calling them out or I'm saying they not family. Because this has nothing to do with my family. It was just a general conversation of what family means and how family can affect you in the long run. Me and my friend were literally just sitting back talking about the things that she has been through in life and how it affects her today. She did not feel that love. And again, you heard me say feel because everybody's going to feel they're giving off something, but everybody else is going to feel like they are receiving it a certain way. It's just going to happen that way. So I don't want nobody thinking I'm saying that somebody purposely did anything to her. I don't know. I was not there. I can only go by what she tells me, and that's what I'm going by, okay? So she did not feel the love that she is trying to give her children now. And so it's weird to her that they are receiving it, they see it, and they're giving it back to her. That's messed up to me. It really is messed up. And at one point, I think I had said something. I was actually talking to her about my daughter, thinking my daughter was going to say something for waking us up, whatever. But she thought I was telling her that she needed to express her feelings to the person that made her feel this way. And if you don't know by now, I am seeing a therapist because I'm not okay. I'll just flat out say it. I'm not okay mentally. I'm not okay physically as far as I'm concerned. But I'm working through it and I'm getting better and I'm finding who Tiffany is and who Tiffany was and how to piece them together. That's the journey I am on at this point. But by no means did I want her to think that she should speak up to that person. Why wouldn't I want her to speak up to that person? I did not want her to express her feelings because a lot of times it's a waste of time. And if you have already gotten to a point of healing for yourself that you are able to give off what you wanted to your kids, don't reopen that wound and tell these people how you feel, especially if you know they're not going to receive it. If they're not trying to hear you or understand where you're coming from or understand your point of view of what you went through and just say, I didn't realize that I did that, or I didn't realize that's how you felt, where they're going to turn it around on you and say you're lying and all that stuff, it's not worth it. It's not worth your energy. It's not worth your time. But a lot of times we have to let go of what we consider family. I definitely had to let go of my idea. And this is literally, I talked to my therapist about this because family has not been what my idea of family was. My idea of family was soul food, the Huxtables from the Cosby Show, anything that was family related. I mean, just literally any of the family Christmas movies. I always envisioned my family being close, and I grew up feeling like that. I literally felt like my family was close. Of course, as children, you don't know the reality of things. So I did. I had to do away with what my idea of what family was, what they should be, because it hurt every time it wasn't what I expected. And my therapist literally told me, like, you have to let go of, and I'm sorry, I just spit, but I have to let go of or grieve the thought of or the idea of what family means to me. So I am still in the process of doing that because it hurts even more because we can't dictate who we receive as family and keep them here with us. I have lost a lot of people that I would definitely consider family members. And I'm sorry I'm tearing up. You probably can't even see it, but it hurts at the fact that I did have that peace. I had somebody that made me feel, I don't care if we got into a full-fledged argument and didn't talk for a month. I had those close-knit family members that I felt were family. And they were taken away. And it's multiple reasons why they were taken away. And no, they're not on this earth anymore. But I struggle with that. And I think the struggle we have as people, and I know I'm probably all over the place. That's just, if you know me, you know I'm all over the place talking what first comes up to my mouth, and yeah. So, but let me backtrack. So, we keep hold of those little things that make us feel like family. So, when you have created your own family, when you have gotten married and you have had your kids, at some point we have to let go of everybody else. And that's actually something they tell you in your marriage counseling, where they say you have to let go of your parents. They no longer matter. And that's not to say that if your mama need help, you can't help your mama. Your daddy need help, you can't help your daddy. That is not what that means. It just means you have to put your family first. So you can't help them if you struggling and your family's struggling. You can't. You just can't. So in situations where it's already been hurt and pain from your past, you have to give more and better to your new family so that they can live a different life than what you did. So no matter what she says and how she feels about receiving the love from her kids, that's what she needed. That's what she needed, and that's why she's getting it. Same thing with me. I needed that. That's why I was able to conceive a daughter. I mean, yes, it was a hard journey, and nobody can ever know how really hard it is going through that process unless you've been there. Unless you have gone through the same process of going through fertility to have a baby, you cannot ever know the pain and the stress you go through. But I needed my baby here. I needed her. That's my best friend. I can't imagine life without her since she entered into this world. So sometimes that's why we have to grow and have our own families. So I say that in going back to something else that happened today. I'm in a group on Facebook. It's full of stepmoms. It's a support group just trying to figure out how to make it. And sometimes people post their situation. So a stepmom posted, and she said she was really close with the mom and the bio mom, I should say, because that's what they call it. But basically, the little girl said she wants to live with her stepmom and dad over living at home with her mom because there's other kids there. And she wants her space and wants to go to dance school. So she was asking if she should push the subject. My opinion was, why are you pushing the subject of anything? That's not your place to push that subject. That is her father's place to push that subject if he wants her there. My other question was, if she just feels like she needs her space and doesn't feel like she has that at home and wants to go to dance school, why you can't just pick her up and take her to dance school? So her response was, if you read the post, and this is exactly what she said, if you read the post, my husband works a lot, so he's not involved. That's his child. What do you mean he's not involved? You don't get to just take over and say that you the dad now just because you help out. You can't do that. You cannot do that. Now, you can say whatever you want to him and tell him how you feel because that is your husband. But when it comes to them kids, no. And then to think that you and this woman are best friends, but you want to take her child. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all this. The woman said that she would die without her child. Like, she does not want to let her daughter go. So why are we fighting a battle over nothing? So yeah, basically she told me that they live an hour away, and so there's not an option for her to go to dance school and be picked up because she lives an hour away, and in certain days and times the dance school has classes. You were talking to somebody that was in dance when I was in school, like elementary school. I think I started at the age of 2 or 3, and I didn't stop till I was like in the 7th grade on a competition line. So I don't want to hear no excuses of, excuse me, of the time frames and the days and all that stuff, because all of that changes all the time. And then if that's all this girl needs to feel comfortable, then y'all got to make a sacrifice and make a way, and that's including your husband. That's his daughter. So I don't care if you got to rearrange your schedule at work, but you got to do what you got to do to make it work so that you can make her feel like she has her own space, her own time. One way or another, she ended up saying that they agreed on letting the girl come and live with them. I think that's fucked up. And I'm sorry, excuse my French. I know I'm cursing, but that's messed up because this woman already clearly told you how it would hurt her if her daughter was gone. And the only reason why you fighting for her is to take her to dance school. Um, that's just wrong. And I guess she felt judged when I gave my opinion, but that's what you wrote in the group for. What do y'all think? Y'all tell me what you think. If it was you on the other side, like, it's hard being a stepmom. By no means am I going to take that away from her. I understand it is hard. It's extremely hard because you are there doing a lot and have no say. But at the same time, I would never, unless the circumstances needed the removal of that child, I would never say take them. Just take her. She need her own space. Let's take her. Like, why do you want this woman, your best friend's child so bad? So bad. It makes no sense to me. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think about family, letting go of family, grieving the loss of the idea of what family should be. Like, we can definitely go deeper into that conversation, but I gotta go pick up my baby pretty soon. So I'm gonna have to end this video really quick, but I just wanted to do a quick video over, some of the things that I talked about this morning with my friend. Like, I feel like people don't understand how much you really can damage a person without even knowing it, or knowing it and not caring. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But we definitely have to heal ourselves. I definitely support anybody going to therapy, because no matter where you are in your life, you would be shocked at some of the things that actually hurt you, that you lied to yourself about and said it was okay. Just think about it. Thanks, guys.